congratulations on the win. What were your thoughts on the match?
Really proud of the way the players persisted. Didn't think we got the first quarter right clearly. Clearance work wasn't strong. Played the game in our back half. Really proud of the way our backs held up in that first quarter. Managed to obviously be in front at quarter time, which was not a true indication of the way the game was played, but thought from that moment on we rolled our sleeves up, got to work, and got clearance on our term in that second quarter. Thought we were tough in the contest and adjusted the way we wanted to. Then got the game played a little bit more in our front half, which I don't think scoring was much of an issue throughout the night. It was just more of a field position battle. So I think there's signs that we're maturing as a team to be able to be hunted, I guess, by Port. Tagged Andy, tagged Caleb. Those two worked through that really well. Were able to get benefit. They were able to benefit the team with what they did, and we worked through that, which maybe 3 weeks ago we didn't. So really proud of the way the players adjusted and kept to the plan, and fought their way through it.
You touched on the maturity. How much problem solving on the run was there tonight? I guess dry, wet. Opponents trying different tactics. How much that was on the run, the problem solving aspect?
Well, a game of AFL always throws up different challenges, and what we've been able to do the last probably 3 weeks is really connect and communicate, and been working a lot on our two-way communication out there to be able to problem solve, be able to get messages from the bench to the players, the player to player, and it's a big part of the trademark is our connection and communication. We've been able to work our way through different situations a lot better, and tonight was a good indicator with the examples you provided.
Given was bucketing down, you still score 100 points. We can't remember the last time it rained, either during a training session or when you played the game. So how are they able to work through that?
I think it's a sign of probably our contest work maturing. We spoke about the conditions pre-game and the adjustments we needed to make. I think the players were ready for that anyway, and it's just a sign of us of our contest work maturing. Like we're able to stay with the ball for a little bit longer. I think over the last 3 weeks, and tonight went probably to another level. Our pressure, especially our pressure in our front half, has gone to another level. There's times in the first half where we really struggled to get the ball out of our back half, and it felt that second quarter actually felt like whoever got it in their front half were able to lock it there for long periods of time. So I thought a little bit of method in the second half. Coming out of our back half improved. It's not just on our backs either, it's on our forwards, making sure they provide options. I just think that being able to handle wet weather is just a sign of our contest work and our maturity in our contest work improving.
What do you make of Cooper Simpson's effort?
Highlighted after the game, and unfortunately it's going to cost him a bit of time. He's got an AC joint and looks like a pretty nasty one. But it's real growth in his game to be able to own the line of the ball like he did, and commit to that contest. And the game of footy puts you in those situations, real vulnerable situations where you just have to go for the team, and really loved his endeavour and his commitment to that contest. When our youngest players are doing that, it's a great sign.
He's obviously been important for you the last couple of weeks. What sort of challenge was that in the coach's box to cover for him?
Well, it's not really a challenge because Boyd Banners is a really good sub because he can play anywhere, and for him to go out and embrace playing as a half forward, and him embracing being a half forward, but all the other backs being really strong with their communication to help set him up and help his job easy. It becomes a bit easier when you've got flexibility with the sub.
How long is realistic for Simpson, do you think?
I wouldn't know. Yeah.
See the collision with Alex Guinness. How concerned are you watching that for him? Obviously, he's such an integral part of that back line that dominated.
I'm not concerned at all. No. And love the courage of Burn Jones. yeah, you never like to see anyone get injured, but from what I saw, Alex was making a play on the ball. Extreme courage to go back with a flight like that and touch the ball before Alex gets there. But from what I see, Alex is making a play on the ball. I don't think he makes contact with the head. What's Alex supposed to do in that situation? Pull out of that contest and let him mark it, going back with a flight? He'd get crucified if Alex pulled out of that contest. That's what would happen. So I don't have any issues with it.
Do you feel like it's one of those ones where there's a scope for accidents still happening? I know there's a lot of debate around that.
Yeah, there's things that happen in our game, and there's unfortunate contact that happens in our game. It happens in marking contests a lot, and I see it as one of those situations.
Were you concerned at the time that the vision showed your head and you're like, oh my God, was that a reaction to the collision or to what of the free kick? Or?
I didn't think it was a free kick. I've got no issues with being paid a free kick, but I didn't really think it was a free kick. I just thought it was two guys contesting the ball. I didn't see any head of high contact. I don't like seeing players get injured either. So yeah, don't even know what my reaction was towards, but yeah, I didn't think Alex had anything to answer for.
What sort of impact do you think Luke Jackson had on the game tonight?
I'd have to review it. I think he was pretty significant. I think when you go to ruckman in those conditions, able to compete as hard as he did in the ruck and then follow up so well, I think he would have had a decent impact. Don't have a great feel for every player, but felt like he had an impact around the contest, and it was a contest game. So yeah, guessing it was a lot.
There was a moment where you almost cracked a smile when he nailed the goal from the boundary. How important is it that?
Almost cracked a smile.
I'm not that grim. He's always smiling. It was so epic. How great is it to have a big guy that can do that, though? He's the unicorn.
Yeah. Probably kicks 1 out of 10 from there. And lucky tonight it was the one. He's actually, I was probably laughing or smiling because it was a sort of a set play we've been working on to be able to use a bit more skinny space. Probably shouldn't say that, but it's probably the first time it's come off in a game, so that's probably why I enjoyed it.
Jacko's loving the ruck role so much and is expressing that more and more. What sort of challenge does that present for you when Darcy is ready to come back? You mentioned horses and courses. So with Jacko loving it so much, how do you...
I see it as a great problem to have two, really two players that are really good at their position. I see it as a good problem. I mean, everyone else is saying it as a bad problem, but I see it as a good problem. Jacko's got flexibility to play other positions. There's other ways we can get him around the footy. And Sean's proven over the course of a long time that he's one of the best rucks in the comp against some of the bigger bodies, especially the big-bodied ruckmen. So it's a good problem to have.